Alright, what's up, gun tubers? Back with a few upgrades to my Apollo 11. I took the original grip module off, and as I suspected, it is pretty flimsy. I mean, like, really flimsy. I wasn't too crazy about that factory trigger. I just don't like the looks of it, really. So I went ahead and put a different trigger in it. But this thing is, I mean, easily, I feel like I could probably break that really easy. Even the notch here in the mainspring housing slot, you know, I could squeeze that together too. And the Prodigy grip is nothing like that. I tried this on the Prodigy grip and I can barely get these wings right here to move. Barely get them to move when I squeeze on them. And I cannot get this, I cannot squeeze this together at all on the Prodigy grip. With the Prodigy grip, which is what I got, I just picked up a Prodigy grip straight from Springfield. It's about 40 bucks. And this thing feels like solid compared to this one. I mean, this one right here just feels so cheesy. I mean, the grip's not bad and everything, but it's just, that kind of worries me a little bit. I mean, this thing, I don't know. This is completely different as far as the feel goes. It feels solid. And I went ahead and put one of the K triggers, flat K triggers in it. I like that. I like those triggers, but I worked on the safety. Got that working much better than it was before. And on the play on this side right here, I've got it to where it's very minimal now. Just a little bit. Not much at all. Still more than acceptable. But I can live with this. I mean, before it was like really, when I would pull it up just a little bit like this, if it's down, then you know you don't have hardly any at all. But when you pull up on it just a little bit, there was a lot of slop there. So that's taking care of most of that. So I got that handled. The trigger actually feels like it is a little bit lighter than it was before, actually. So that the trigger pull actually improved a little bit. Another thing that I didn't like about the gun was the grip safety. Had to be really pushed hard into the grip to get it to disengage. And I've taken care of that. I fitted this, did a little fitting on the grip safety now, and you can see when I pull the trigger without the grip safety, you can see at the moment that it disengages. Right there. So, and there's still just a little bit. Right there is where it disengages now. And you still got a little bit of push before it's all the way in, but it will disengage right there now instead of having to go hard in. So that to me is acceptable. I don't feel it snapping off this grip safety, the trigger bar. I don't feel it snapping off the grip safety anymore. So that's good enough right there. There's still a little bit more movement inward, but it does disengage this just a little bit sooner than it did before. So now when I grip it, I don't have to have a death grip on it for it to go off. You know, I've got my normal grip. I'm pushing the grip safety, but I don't have to dig my hand in real hard to get it. I can just take my normal grip like I normally do, and it does fine now. So it does work. So I think I've handled all of the issues except for I need to take it back to the range and test it. I now have the 10-pound spring in it. So I'm going to take it back and test it with the 10-pound spring and the light Alaskan 360 Ti suppressor and see how it does. Hopefully it will be an improvement with little to no malfunctions. Before it was malfunctioning pretty bad with the suppressor on it. So I've got all the other issues taken care of, and put the Prodigy grip on there, which feels 100% more solid. This thing's like a rock compared to this really cheesy one that it comes with. I use the same magwell that I had on here, which is the staccato magwell, so it works fine. I just took it off of here, put the staccato magwell. I had to file down the little ridges on the side of the Prodigy grip just a little bit. Those ridges that goes across, I had to file those down, and then put the front on it and took a little rubber mallet and tapped it back here, and it pops right up into place. I did use the Apollo 11 mainspring housing. Had to do a little fitting on the top of this to get this grip safety to move freely. When I first put this in there and put it in there and put a pin in here just to see how it fit, this was pretty much not movable. It was pushing, this was pushing against the grip safety so high that it wouldn't let this move. So I had to clearance the top of this mainspring housing just a little bit to get it to where I could have free movement of the grip safety. So that does work good. And I just like the Prodigy grip better. It may not look as cool. I mean, this does look cool, but to me, really, with this grip on it, with all the fish scales and all the serrations, this thing's kind of busy. Got a lot going on there. I don't know. It's just got a little bit of a busy look to it with all the fish scales on there, and it just looks a little bit like too much going on to me. I don't know. The main factor was that it's like really flimsy, but with the serrations, all the serrations that it has, the plain sandpaper type grip to me just looks a little bit better. I'm okay with the different mainspring housing, which, you know, I think that looks kind of cool. It's not bad, but I just think this looks a little better. Definitely feels better, way more solid. I will not be scared, you know, I wouldn't be scared to drop this. This one right here, I would be scared to drop that gun. If you ever accidentally dropped it, it might break it. I don't think this would. Much difference. But we'll see. We'll take it to the range and see how it does. I still need to adjust this trigger just a little bit. The overall travel tab, there's a tab I should have been out. Next time I take this pistol completely apart, I will adjust that. I'm not going to take it back apart now to fix this, but next time I do a complete disassembly, I'll take that trigger out and fix that tab. But I'll do a video, let you know how it goes on the suppressor. But that's where it's at right now. We'll see you in the next one.